Welcome back to Viper Island. This is the latest G.I. Joe news. First up, we have brand new G.I. Joe Classified digital renders straight from Hasbro. The first one, Major Blood. This is a mainline wave figure. It has upgraded legs and arms featuring pinless joints. The legs are from Outback. Everything else is reused from Cobra Island Major Blood. But this time around, his chest armor and bionic arm are painted red and black. The Cobra Island version was all black. This also includes a newly sculpted backpack, which appears to have fixed the issue of the rockets falling out. It looks like one rocket can be stored on each side. Overall, this is mostly the same as the Cobra Island Major Blood. There are pros and cons to that. One of the pros to that is obviously the reuse of the Cobra Island Major Blood head sculpt. One of the best G.I. Joe Classified head sculpts, period. Next, Battle Armor Cobra Commander. This features a silver and blue paint job, and this includes an iguana, which is a callback to the Deke animated series. This iguana is Serpentor. That alone should make this release a very popular one. Also, this includes two different head sculpts, both with the helmet. One has Cobra Commander's eyes, the other has the eyes of a snake. This also has extra hands, his signature backpack, and a submachine gun. Overall, there's nothing flashy here, but it does include some very welcome accessories. Then next, Monkey Wrench. This Dreadnought has his signature trident harpoon. And Monkey Wrench also has jacked arms. Look at the size of those biceps. He has a separate head sculpt with a gas mask and red and blue lenses. Then there's also a neckerchief and a separate face cover, 2 extra fists, 2 large axes, and a 6-shooter pistol. To complete his look, he looks just like Monkey Wrench should. Ripped jeans, chains hanging off his belt, a leather vest, a bandolier with a lot of grenades, and sunglasses. He also has leather gauntlets on his forearms and black gloves. This might be one of the best Dreadnoughts figures so far. And we have more news to come in just a moment, but first, let's turn this over to you for your reaction to the latest reveals. How interested are you in these 3 new figures? Are any a must-have, or are you not impressed? Whichever side of the fence you're on, we'd love to hear from you. Sound off in the comments with your thoughts and opinions. Next, Hasbro's announced some new pre-orders for April 15th. These include Snake Eyes version 4, Major Blood, Monkey Wrench, and Battle Armor Cobra Commander. All 4 of these are part of the next mainline wave, and they'll also be joined by a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, the long-awaited Cobra Claw. And this includes a Cobra Pilot, which has a lot of reuse from the 60th anniversary Sniper. Stay tuned to Viper Island for full details. And just a word of warning, if you're interested in the Cobra Claw, this will likely sell out, so you'll want to be ready for it on April 15th. Next, the following wave of G.I. Joe Classified figures will include Sci-Fi and Night Viper. More details to come during Yo-Jo June when we expect digital renders to be revealed. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Next, Viper Island has received confirmation that later this summer, Hasbro will reveal the latest item from the G.I. Joe Transformers collab series. This time, it'll be Optimus Prime meets the G.I. Joe MOBAT, with an O-ring figure of General Hawk. And not only that, we've been told that this will be revealed during San Diego Comic-Con in July. Are you planning on getting this? Why or why not? Next, let's take a look at the latest updates and releases for the 2025 G.I. Joe Classified series. The latest releases were Blowtorch, Footloose, Darklon, and Frag Viper. Next up in the mainline wave, we've got Snake Eyes version 4, Monkey Wrench, Battle Armor Cobra Commander, and Major Blood. And wrapping up the year, a final wave featuring Sci-Fi, Night Viper, and 2 more characters. Then over to the Legacy line. There's the Firefighter, and then another mystery search and rescue figure. We believe this will be a medic. Then on to the deluxe figures. There's Law & Order, which was recently released. And still on the way, a mystery figure and pet set, and another unannounced deluxe figure. Over to the retro card line. There are only 2 figures left to come this year, the G.I. Joe Green Shirt Trooper and the Cobra Bat. Over to the retail exclusives. For Target, there's the Divers 2-pack from the Mass Device, and another unannounced Mass Device 2-pack. For Walmart, there's the recently released Crystal Ball, a Night Force 2-pack of Beachhead and Quick Kick, and another unannounced 2-pack. over to the Hasbro Pulse exclusives. Next up is the Cobra Claw and Pilot, followed by the Awe Striker and Crankcase, the Cobra Snake Armor, Mercer and Sergeant Slaughter 2-pack, Slice and Dice 2-pack, and a Troop Builder set. Stay locked into Viper Island for all the latest G.I. Joe Classified news. And now, here's more discussion that we recently had about two of the newest reveals, Battle Armor Cobra Commander and Major Blood. And just a note, this was filmed before today's reveals. Battle Armor Cobra Commander?
Yeah.
How excited are you for that guy?
That's going to look really cool. I can't wait for that one.
The only thing is, I wish it came with the Pogo, but maybe we'll get that down the road. And then there's Monkey Wrench and Major Blood, and I'm going to just hold up the Cobra Island Major Blood because this is basically, essentially the same thing that we're going to be getting, but in the mainline wave. I think a lot of people expected, as we did, that there'd be a retro version with the vintage-inspired look and the old school eye patch, but we're not getting that. We're getting more of this, which is fine. What are your thoughts on the Cobra Island Major Blood?
I don't think they need a new Major Blood. I think this one's perfectly fine. I guess you could do that one for the retro line, but this one's perfectly fine. I don't think there's a need to make a second one. It'll still be cool, though.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people missed out. So I like that they're going to have another opportunity to get this, but if you already have this, let us know. Are you going to be buying basically a double of it in the mainline wave? I don't think we're going to, but there are a lot of people out there who missed out the first time, and they were making fewer of these. It's harder to get them.
The thing about his pistol, though, is I think they need to change it. They need to just slightly shorten the muzzle or the end of the barrel of his the long pistol, because it looks pretty close to the one from Call of Duty, but I think it would look a lot better if it was shortened because it's way too long for a pistol. It looks almost identical to the TYR in Call of Duty.
Yeah, it really does. You're right. You pointed that out to me, and I like that gun, but you're right. Now, I'll say one thing. If this is going to be almost a reissue of the Cobra Island Major Blood, the missiles that go into his, like a laser pistol, those have got to be changed because they do not stay in his backpack. You put them in, and within a second, they are falling out.
Yeah, I think this figure is going to be really good. I think if they're going to make a new one, though, they got to change the colors up. Don't keep the same brown that they had from before. I don't want a second one. You don't need a duplicate.
Yeah, I'd love to see, a crimson version of this guy, right? Or even, what about a Hiss version?
Yeah.
Right? Like the Hiss tank guys. Get him in the black, all black with red accents. I'd love that. And this is Major Blood, so people from the 80s are used to him being in black and brown. But I think you are onto something there, Dex. Especially if they're going to reuse most of the figure. They could have given us a different colorway. And then they can kind of get away with it by saying it's different enough.
You might as well just keep the Cobra Island packaging, though, if you're not going to change the colors. Just put it in the same exact box. No point. I know they got some laying around. Just put the exact same thing out. Just ship it back out. Don't even change it. But, how original. You give us the same exact colors and then say, new figure, $45. No one wants to pay that. What the heck?
Hasbro's gonna Hasbro. What can I say? Now, Dex, out of these 4 new releases that are going to be on the way sometime this year, which are you most excited for?
The Battle Armor Cobra Commander. That's the one I want the most. It looks the coolest.
And there you have it. You've made it to the end of this episode, and we really appreciate that. Thumbs up down below. And we would love it even more if you take just 1 second of your time. Make sure that down below you are subscribed to the channel. We ask that you do, because that guarantees that we definitely get to see you back here again next time. Thanks for tuning into Viper Island, your one-stop shop for all things G.I. Joe. When there's relevant news, we'll be here to discuss all of it, together with you. Thanks for watching, thanks for supporting, have a great day, and yo Joe!